We're now back to the second lecture on the different communication styles. And trainers, in this particular part of the lecture, you're going to go into more depth on each of the four communication styles. And that's important because you have to kind of develop an idea of who are the people that have this particular style. The first style we want to talk about is the action style. And in this style, people who are action people talk about results, efficiency, decisions, responsibility, challenges, and change. I'd like everybody who found out on their self-assessment that they are action styles to stand up right now. Also, action people, with this style, they tend to be pragmatic. And what I mean by that is that they're down to earth. They're very practical. They're direct. They get right to the point. They can be impatient. They can be very decisive, meaning that if you ask them something, they'll say yes, no, let's do this, let's not do that. They quick jump from one idea to another, and they're very energetic, and they like to challenge others to get things done. Okay, action people, does this sound like you? In terms of the process style, people with this style talk most about procedures, planning, organizing, testing, analysis, details, and proof. They love details, and they love to talk about details, and they tend to remember details from meetings, from information that they've read. These are the people that you go to when you want to remember what was the budget figure back in 2003 for buying new technology. They are the people that will have that information. The process people are also people who are systematic. They like to go step by step. They're logical. How do things affect each other? What does a cause and effect? They're factual. They tend to be cautious. They want to make sure they understand everything that's being discussed and that they understand all the details before they move forward. They're unemotional. They're patient, and they can be a little controlling. Process people, does this sound like you? The people style. People with this style talk most about relationships, people, needs and motivation, feelings. They're the kind of people that come into the office in the morning and they want to check in with everybody. How are you doing? How's your family? How's your dog? How are your children? They have values and expectations. They tend to be spontaneous, empathetic, warm, subjective. Sometimes they can be a little emotional and get very upset. They're perceptive, and they can be a little sensitive sometimes. Okay, everybody who rated themselves as people style, does this sound like you? Stand if you're an idea style. Let's talk about these idea style people. They like to talk about concepts, innovation, and problems. New ways of addressing problems in the library. New ways for solutions in the library. They're very interested in what's new in the field. They always know the newest trends, the newest technologies. They're very creative. They like opportunities to exercise new ideas, and they have grand designs. They like to think about how can we solve all these great problems. They are imaginative and charismatic. Sometimes they can be a little difficult to understand, partially because they're talking about ideas that none of the rest of us may have thought about, or a brand new idea that just occurred to them. They may not be able to articulate it clearly. They can be quiet. Sometimes they can be unrealistic. They are creative, full of ideas, and peace-loving. Idea people. Does this sound like you?